Back to the confrontation between Tamil Nadu and the center over a useless policy by the center and its arbitrary unconstitutional blocking of funds and thereby endangering the future of Tamil Nadu school children. So, amid this language standoff between the center and Tamil Nadu, the center seems to forget a vital fact. It has forgotten a vital fact, a past judgment by the Supreme Court. It forgets that the Supreme Court had voted for linguistic secularism. So, secularism is a feature of India, and linguistic secularism is an integral part of secularism. And this is what the Supreme Court had said. But the center had forgotten that linguistic secularism is an integral part of Indian secularism, which even the Supreme Court had previously said, and it is going on a unnecessary, unconstitutional confrontation with Tamil Nadu. While the center, in its total disregard for children's future, all the children's future of the entire Tamil Nadu state, while it is disregarding the children's future and blocking the fund legitimately due to the state, and hmm, its arrogance in its infamous three language policy, it has chosen the path of confrontation over cooperation, not negotiation, not talks, not dialogue, but direct confrontation by blocking the money and high-handedness, blackmailing, that I will not give you the money until you implement the three language policy, or indirectly until you teach Hindi. So when it is choosing the path of confrontation over cooperation, when the center is choosing this path with Tamil Nadu, it has forgotten a vital Supreme Court judgment. A previous Supreme Court judgment, it has forgotten. That is the judgment for linguistic secularism. We will show in detail what it was. It refers to Uttar Pradesh Hindi Sahitya Sammelan versus the state of Uttar Pradesh. The state of Uttar Pradesh, that is the government, and the Uttar Pradesh Hindi Sahitya Sammelan, and this case refers to a judgment in September 2014. September 2014, about 10 or 11 years ago. This was a case between UP Hindi Sahitya Sammelan versus the state of Uttar Pradesh, September 2014. Court had stressed that the mode of development or evolution of law as well as language in the country were organic. The mode of development or evolution of law and the mode of development or evolution of language, both were organic in India. So, Indian language laws were not rigid but accommodative, and center is not at all accommodating. Center is not at all accommodating. It is showing arrogance. But it said that Indian language laws were not rigid but accommodative. And why it should be accommodative? What is the object? The object being to secure linguistic secularism. There must be linguistic secularism, secularism in language, as we have a secular country. So the language laws should not be rigid but accommodative. That is the object of linguistic secularism. In light of Apex Court's stress on linguistic secularism, the Supreme Court had clearly voted for and favored linguistic secularism, or it can also be interpreted as the acceptance of the legitimate aspirations of the speakers of different languages in India. The center brazenly tends to impose its language policy, and the arrogance is so much that you are calling a non-compliant Tamil Nadu as uncivilized. When Tamil Nadu refuses the three-language policy, you are calling Tamil Nadu uncivilized. Whereas Supreme Court says that linguistic secularism, you have to be accountable, you have to accept the legitimate aspirations of the speakers of different languages in India. But if someone speaks about the legitimate aspirations of Tamil Nadu, then that whole state, whole Tamil Nadu becomes uncivilized. This is the center's stand. The Supreme Court stand was linguistic secularism, and the center's stand today is that if you speak about Tamil and not about Hindi, you are uncivilized. Imposition of any language, it may be Hindi, it may be a third language, imposition of any language is at variance with the Supreme Court's verdict. You are violating the Supreme Court's verdict, 2014 verdict. The center's brazen act to do so through backdoor is most immoral. Its high-handed blackmail tactics to withhold the legitimate funds due to Tamil Nadu, even at the peril of its children's future, Tamil Nadu school children's future, is utterly unconstitutional, and calling the Tamil Nadu's love for its language as uncivilized is most reprehensible. Tamil Nadu is doing the same thing. The aspirations of different language speakers. So Tamil Nadu has an aspiration. Its people would want to cherish Tamil language, and you are calling them unconstitutional, and you are saying they are uncivilized. That is the most reprehensible act if you call an entire Tamil Nadu as uncivilized. Supreme Court's verdict in 2014, and after 10 or 11 years, the center is brazenly violating the Supreme Court's order, Supreme Court's what they said about linguistic secularism. And not only you are unconstitutionally blocking the funds and causing the hardship to the Tamil Nadu school children, you are playing with their future, but even you are calling Tamil Nadu as uncivilized. This is the extent of the brazen and unconstitutional illegal attitude of the central government towards Tamil Nadu.